Hey guys, so just doing a bunch of random sort of things today. I ran out of 11 by 22 inch panels, so I'm making some more of those. I found some cool cypress trees, and I want to do sort of a vertical, kind of experimented. Let's see if you can see that. This is 11 by 22 done in a vertical format, so I've never done that before. I think with the cypress trees that could be kind of a cool thing. So anyway, I'm just out here making panels, then I gotta do a few errands, and hopefully I'll get to the coast and either do some like wave drawings or maybe some wave paintings, but it's kind of crappy weather to be honest, so we'll see what happens. Okay, so I cut out about 30 11 by 22s and about 30 11 by 14s. So I'll show you. They're all cut out. I just need to sand them, and then I'll put 3 coats of gesso. The other side, as you guys have probably seen before, is just whiteboard. This is the back of the panel, but it's nice to have it sealed up. Lots of sanding and lots of gessoing to do. So it hasn't cleared up at all, so I'm gonna head over to, I think I'm heading to Fitzgerald Marine Reserve and maybe go work on that cypress painting a bit. So it was windy and cold actually in Pacifica by Rockaway. So I kept driving, and now I'm at Montera Light, and it's actually really beautiful and not particularly windy. Sun is kind of starting to come out. It's almost 5 o'clock though, so and wow, there's some incredible colors in the water here. Let me show you what I'm looking at. There's something about that blue-green color. I'm not sure what it is, but it just has this like sort of calming effect. I don't know if you guys relate to that, but who knows, maybe it's because we emerged from the water like millions of years ago. But yeah, it's just so beautiful. Okay, so I found a flat spot here among the rocks, so I can set up my easel. So I'm gonna head back to the car and get it. I don't really even have a composition in mind, but just gonna be another one of those times where it's just such a nice place that I'll just come out here and play as usual. Okay, so I'm thinking of actually bringing out an 18 by 24, so we'll see how that goes. Okay, so I made it down here one trip, no problem, but it was kind of hairy. I'll show you how to come down this sort of rocky, it's sort of granite, so it's kind of sketchy. But yeah, I made it no problem. So anyway, I'm gonna set up and get started. So I use the leg extension on the Anderson easel, so check out this setup here. So I am kind of bridging this sort of ravine here, or this little gap, but I wanted to get my canvas low enough that I could kind of see over it, and I don't want the canvas to be backlit because that's really distracting. So anyway, all set up, and I'm just gonna get started. put some like points of interest, you know, like a wave breaking or whatever on the third, you know, so using the rule of thirds. But other than that, I'm just gonna play around, so we'll see what happens. I'm gonna bring this home and we can take a look at it, but I don't think it came out. It seems really high key, it's super light. But you know, there's times where I've gotten paintings where I've done a painting and then brought it home and it seems overly dark, so you never know. But I still had a good time, and so I'm gonna pack up and hike out of here, and then we'll go have a look at it. So this is one of those days where you're sort of just humbled by the beauty that's out here and the inability to actually capture that beauty. It's just sort of, I wouldn't say that it's frustrating, but man, it's a challenge. One thing I know for sure is that the big canvases are helping. Okay, so here is what I came up with. And like I said, I was worried that it was too light, which it kind of is. The other thing is there's not a lot of variety in color. It'd be interesting to have some, you know, different color in the water. There is some little areas of burnt sienna popping through, but not nearly enough. It would have been good to leave more unpainted areas with burnt sienna showing through. So another way of getting some additional color into the painting might be having some rocks in the foreground that might have some reds in them. Another thing I'm thinking is I can sort of look carefully at the water and see if there's any like violet or purple or reds or any other colors that I could kind of exaggerate without it getting out of hand. So maybe I'll look for that sort of thing next time. But it was nice, like I said, it was nice having the larger canvas to work on. I think that I actually like the panels better than the canvas though, because you can put thick paint on there. It sort of sits up on the surface, kind of like that effect. But overall, it was a good time. So as usual, thanks for hanging out, guys, and I will see you in the next video.